Okay, I'm just going to talk real quick about some different vines and try to help identify a couple of things that go on in the garden. Had people asking me about rot and different things, and this is not all perfect examples, but and we got some things in places you wouldn't necessarily always put them. But for instance, we got some pole beans here, and before they got to climbing up and attaching on the gazebo, some of them laid against the ground, so there's a few leaves that look like that, and that's basically, there's just a lot of, you know, mineral and from the water, and you know, being against the ground there on those bottom leaves. But as you can tell, they're, you know, they're doing okay. And then we got pumpkins that aren't supposed to be here, and you know, got a little pumpkin going there. So these are actually watermelons and muskmelon plants. You can see the watermelon plants like that. And so they just kind of went all crazy together, and I had to take out a row of zucchini and everything because there was just too much in the space. And that's one thing that hurts when you're doing squash, if you try to get greedy and do too many. Now this is a pretty healthy vine here, as you can see. I chopped off one piece of it, and it dried nice on the stem there. So that's important, to not have a bunch of wet, decaying material. And this plant had some rot on it at one point, but it's dry. The vine itself, the main vine and all that kind of thing. And you can see there's some stubs here because there was a lot of bush, and I didn't want them to shade out my other stuff. Now I have this right here is basically just a deficiency, because it's a very long tube that goes way back in there, okay, on that. So that I'm not too worried about. And so when I prune these, some of them also, you know, they grow these smaller leaves here. They aren't mature yet, but they do. They will produce. And of course, you know, we got some little odd-shaped melons and stuff here. Look at this little juicy, tasty-looking thing here. And you know, here's a muskmelon that's hiding in here. And so, as you can see, I took out that other row, and this row is actually improving. And these are little yellow squash vines and stuff. So it's like wood in there now. And you got more of these little tasties. That's a nice one. That one's coming along. That one's doing okay. Yeah, see. Now over here you can see a pile of stuff that I took out, and this was a pretty healthy vine here. So I was just experimenting with kind of doing things you're not supposed to. Now you can see this is an example. This is about the way this, it's a little worse shape than it was, but you see that if you have any long pieces that still retain water, if you cut something off, you got to make sure it's back to here, because if you get lazy and you leave something, it can cause a rot situation. And look at that little guy. And then you come over here and we got one that looks like this. Okay. These are very long vines here. There's some more of that deficiency right there. This is my compost pile, so it's just a lot of competition in here. And then you come over here because some of these are volunteers. You got a little one hiding there. We got a early Halloween present right there, and another over there. There's a bunch of them back in there, but as you can see that, and we had some morning glories get a little bit of insect infestation there. They apparently have a taste for those, but if you look over here to the pumpkin vine, they didn't necessarily like that. So, and these are the, where is that thing? Yeah, acorn. There's another one in there. And it didn't stick my tomatoes, so some of them fell. They're a little too close here, so luckily I really haven't had any but a couple of tomatoes that went bad. That's a nice one there. We got another one coming. Alright. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's another one, another acorn. Now you see in here, this is pretty thick, so you gotta keep an eye on it. Anything down in the bottom there could, you know, get shaded out too much. But these were only 3 hills of these right here, so there's one there, one there. We had horse manure in here, but it was composted long enough so that it didn't burn anything, and that is what I got for, oh okay, one more thing, you know, I got cucumbers over here, which, let's see here, alright, yeah. Okay, now, yeah, that's just scorched, that's all that is. Okay, so I'm not even worried about a little bit of that. Got one on the edge here. Got another little oddball. I think I'll let see if the front of it fills up a little bit. Okay. Yep. When you get things in competition, they you know, got grass creeping in here. I'll leave that one till later. And then if you plant corn next to tomatoes, you know, your corn isn't going to do worth a poop there. So, but this corn is okay. That's 8 feet tall. And so they got the sun thing going on. It's all good. And got a couple of zucchinis there, hybrids, very nice. This plant's been pruned, but it, you know, it did okay. So there you have it. Okay, have a good day.